to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Hunter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking of...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. That's reeled in. It's Bernard. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Miller. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Makes the catch, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. That's caught. It's Barney.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things.
Turning it on! And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before it's finally stopped.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And the Huskers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the field goal unit is on the field. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. Lost one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The handoff to Johnson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it on first and goal. Max going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. It's complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Hunter. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Raiola. He turns that loose down the right side.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really...
Hauls it in, the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
The Huskers will have it first and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass on second down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Just keeps slinging it. Sends it downfield. He's got it inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. We saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
Breaks into the open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. To the air, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Husker! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The give on the inside. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack. And they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Makes the catch. It's Young. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Rushes on him. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field and trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Bringing the heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fit it in the window for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the touchdown, Bama! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas is currently ahead early in this one in DKR, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over South Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The short hands, it's Johnson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
To the air, it's Raiola. With the catch, it's Hunter. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there,
turning it on! They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bonner.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. That's caught. It's Bonner.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5. 3rd.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. They'll run the screen. Still running at the 35. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. 14. So we open the final period with a third down play. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Buys a little time. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just
There he goes! Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They punt it away on 4th down. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. From the 10 for the first play of this drive. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Moving away from pressure. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Well, QB had the look he wanted. You like throwing slants against man coverage. That time, though, got to be a little bit more accurate with the throw, and it falls incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Got out of trouble and throws. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
but how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lets one fly deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Smart move to keep it on the ground. On his feet at the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cornhusker. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0. You've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. They've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on first down. Pulls it in, it's Miller. Breaks into the open. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Zings it complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Simpson. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown tie.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the Huskers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw at Simpson. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. He's taking a deep shot. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the pass, so I got to keep them in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Ball's incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked